Hi folks, I've picked this week's card guidance from Sonia Choquette's Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards. I like these cards very much. I actually got them quite a number of years ago down in Dublin when Sonia Choquette was doing a couple of days down there of talk. So I was privileged to be able to get down to see her and meet her and get her to sign my cards and books that I got off her. But these are lovely cards, okay? So I'm hoping that by the time you see this video that you'll have had a chance to pick either card 1, 2 or 3. If you haven't and you're listening to this video, then do so now. Put down in the comments card 1, card 2 or card 3 for weekly guidance. This is for the week beginning July the 7th, I think is tomorrow, is it? No, July the 8th. Week beginning July the 8th, okay? Although I'll post it on that day's morning as well. So let's start. Anyone who's picked number 1, it is make a note of it. So does that mean anything to you? Number 34 as well. It can be number 3 or 4. The number 34 or 3 and 4 makes 7. So there's different numbers there you could take up with that. Make a note of it. Let me see what it's saying here. There's something you need to remember. It's something that you're learning now, been told now that you'll need to remember for the future. So it's saying to make a note of it so that you don't forget. That's what I'm getting for this. And up here you can see a dove flying. You can see like a hand as if they're pointing to put this into your memory. Beaming onto your third eye there. Make a note of this. Remember this. This is going to be important for you. So I'm going to see now what the guidebook says about it. Number 34. Okay. You may be intercepting vibrations from your guides, but having the confidence to trust your vibes fully may still be a challenge. Don't worry, trusting your vibes takes time. With a little extra effort, however, you can accelerate the process and not miss a single golden nugget of guidance from your higher self. The way to strengthen your confidence and better receive guidance is to carry a small notebook throughout the day and write down every vibe you get. Let's turn the page. So no matter how subtle the vibe, including hunches, inspirations, bright ideas, wanderings, vague notions, and many others, the more you write down your vibes, the more tuned into them you'll become. You'll also have a mass of concrete evidence that they're real, accurate, and trustworthy. This does wonders for your confidence and increases your psychic awareness at the same time. So try this for a week and see for yourself. So yes, that's what I was saying. Your guides, your angels are literally speaking to you, and you're getting hunches through your third eye information center. But are you paying attention to it? Are you maybe not trusting the information you're getting, or that your gut instinct is telling you as well, or your intuition? So what this card is telling you, it'll get a little notebook, and for the next week, and that includes dreams, by the way, write down your dreams the next morning if you've had any significant dreams or anything that you think you need to maybe look at again. Write down your dreams, your thoughts, notions that come into your head, wee signs that you might get, such as feathers or robins, etc. Write them down in a little notebook. And at the end of the week, have a look and see, okay, what of these is true? What can I prove is true? What of these has actually made sense now at the end of the week? So to make a note of it, get yourself a notebook and do that. So that's for anyone who's picked number 1. Okay. Now I myself chose number 2 for myself for this week. So let's see what it is. Downtime. Yeah, there you go. I was having downtime today. We have recently got a camper van, and we were away down in Carlingford today for a wee drive and got our lunch out, etc. So anyone else who's picked downtime, there's the number 3 at the bottom as well. And 3 is a significant number for you. 3 could be the 3rd of a month in 3 days' time, and 3 on a door, etc., etc. So downtime, this is showing you like a rat or a mouse on the wheel, constantly going round and round and doing the same thing. But maybe sometimes that might sound boring, but sometimes you need to maybe have a bit of routine and downtime and just stick to a routine for a few days to get yourself sort of back into the goings of things. By that I mean, say we'll take the number 3, take 3 days, and for the next 3 days have a set routine for yourself if you can, where you're just taking time out every so often for yourself as well, where you're maybe even taking 3 minutes every day to just sit in the silence, close your eyes in a form of silent meditation and see what comes to you. And even just try to still the mind for 3 minutes, close your eyes, still the mind, because the mind can overthink, can overwork, and I know that myself from experience. So this is telling you to take downtime. I'm also seeing here, yes, empty and full. Are you running on empty or are you running on full, or some way in between? So that's, again, telling you to take some downtime to recharge your batteries. Up here you have an 11 o'clock on this sun clock. So 11 o'clock, that's quite important. Maybe it's telling you to stop every day and have 11s. There's quite often people stop at 11 o'clock and have a cup of tea or coffee and a bun or whatever and just take time out then as well. But it could also mean the 11th hour. Are you at the 11th hour in your life where you feel that, right, I can't really keep going much longer. I need to stop now and take downtime. And again, also the number 11, as you know, is quite a sacred number as well, very spiritual, as is number 3. So let me just see what the guidebook's telling me with this one. Number 3. Find it here. Downtime. So yes, it's telling you to tune into your intuitive and psychic vibes. It is essential to step away from the hustle and bustle of the world from time to time. And could be this as well, the hustle and bustle of the everyday world. As a sixth sensory person, start appreciating the importance of refreshing your body, mind and spirit by scheduling downtime. Time to do nothing but relax, hang out and simply allow the world to go by. It affords you the inner space you need to refuel your psychic engines and gain access to the higher and more subtle vibrations over that you may have bypassed by living in such a fast-paced, intense world. So slow down, take some time out. Your ego generally doesn't approve of downtime because it's asking to give up control, which it doesn't want to do. Rather, it wants to run your life through fear and anxiety, keeping things in your head and under control. The hallmark of 5th century unhappy living. Downtime liberates you from this fear-based treadmill and reconnects you to the pace and space of universal flow. As my personal spiritual teacher once told me, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing, and now is one of those times. So yes, even from reading that message now, it's now the time to maybe do nothing. If there's things that your mind's constantly thinking about and going over and over in your mind, maybe even causing anxiety and stress, and will have you running on empty, literally. Take time to fill yourself up. Have some downtime. As I said, even if it's only 3 minutes every day at 11 o'clock. Again, I'm getting it maybe by 11 o'clock at night you should have your lights out and be trying to get to sleep. You know, because there's no saying, I remember my grandmother always said that the best sleep you get, the most restful sleep you get, is that you get before 12 o'clock midnight. So, you know, think about that as well. That's a good wee card, really, isn't it? And I'm going to try and do that this week, definitely. I'm going to do it. You know, have some downtime. I'm actually doing Self-Care July at the minute, and getting this card is very, it's to remind me to do that. To have downtime, self-care, and anyone else who chose number 2, you do the same. Okay. Now, for those who chose number 3, it's a lovely card. Woo Woo is wonderful, and it's number 1. Down there, as you see in the corner. And in this card, you have something, a door knocker with your heart. So something knocking at your heart center, asking you to do something, or asking you to trust in the magic of life. Because woo-woo, magic, it's wonderful. You've got the spiral up here, and spirals are very spiritual, a very sacred symbol from quite a few places in the world, especially the Celtic tradition, as we know here in Northern Ireland. So yeah, and there's lots of light, lots of sparks coming out of this person. So let me see now what Sonia Choquette has said about that before I say any more myself too. Woo Woo is wonderful. Yeah, there it is, number 1. If you want to experience the joy of 6th sensory living, you must completely accept your psychic sense is natural and necessary to live a divinely guided life. Better yet, make it your first sense in terms of value to yourself. So that's your psychic sense, is your sixth sense. And better yet, yes, make it your first sense in terms of value to you. See it as the most glorious part of you. It is a reflection of your divine nature. Birds have radar, whales have sonar, you have vibes. It's the divine plan. In feeling and trusting your vibes, it's important to realise that this heart-based sense is actually the universe knocking at your door. And you can see that, yes, knocking at the door of your heart to come out of your head and into your heart and listen to your heart, your intuition and trust. Where were we up here? Yes, the universe is knocking at your door, trying to make your life easier, more successful and more delightful. Accept that you are a fully operating, divinely guided, sixth sensory being who is getting into the flow of higher vibrations. And simply enjoy the life of synchronicity and blessings, of wonder and beauty that it brings. Let your mantra be, woo-woo is where it's at for me. That's lovely. Woo-woo is where it's at for me. So if you want to write that down, I'll say it again. Woo-woo is where it's at for me. So anyone who has picked number 3 card for guidance, it's woo-woo is wonderful, or woo-woo is where it's at for me. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. It's a beautiful card too. Beautiful card. So yes, if anyone wants to make any comments below or to ask anything, even to message me privately about anything, please do that as well. I'll post this video probably first thing in the morning rather than tonight, because I was late putting the cards up for people to pick today. And I want to give everybody a chance to be able to see the post and pick a card for their weekly guidance. Okay, folks, so that's it for now. And please, as I said, comment below and let me know what you think of the messages. Bye for now.